Man who was taken down by citizens in Woodland Hills, California for having a blowtorch is here in the country illegally. Let's check it out.
We're finding out more about a California police arson arrest on Sunday. We're also learning details about the immigration status of another man caught on video with a blowtorch who was arrested by citizens last week. You may remember us showing you this video of police arresting Juan Manuel Sierra Leyva. He was chased and taken down by residents after they allegedly saw him torching old Christmas trees and debris with a blowtorch. His arrest coming as the state deals with several severe and deadly wildfires, putting residents on edge and on alert. Officials are still investigating the incident as possible arson, but Sierra Leyva hasn't been charged due to lack of evidence. He is currently being held in custody on a felony probation violation, according to the LAPD, but they did not offer details about the previous conviction he's being held for. Fox News and the New York Post spoke with ICE sources who say Sierra Leyva is from Mexico and is in the country illegally, and the agency will request a detainer for federal agencies to get involved, though California's sanctuary law prohibits local authorities from working with ICE. The New York Post also reported the man has a criminal history, including assault with a deadly weapon in 2023. This possible arson...
You see, these are stupid liberal policies, sanctuary policies, harboring and shielding criminals. These are the types of things that happen with liberal policies.
In case comes as police arrested Ruben Montez on suspicion of arson on Sunday after firefighters say they saw him lighting brush fires in this area close to the Eaton Fire, which is the deadliest of the current blazes scorching Los Angeles. LAPD sources told local Fox 11 in Los Angeles that Sierra Leyva may be linked to the Kenneth Fire near Calabasas, as that fire is being investigated as a potential arson case. Other causes to fires in the area remain unclear as firefighters continue to battle blazes and federal investigators take the charge on searching for answers. Thanks for watching our news update. For more stories that matter to you.
Imagine that. Imagine that. You have these crazy fires ravaging through the LA area. And we don't know the cause of all of these fires, but they're connecting the dots with this guy here being a part of some of these fires. This illegal alien. Imagine that. Sanctuary policies led to this guy being shielded and being protected from ICE deportation. And you have people losing their homes, losing their livelihoods. Like I said, this guy connected to all of these. It's unlikely, but he was caught with a blowtorch. And thank goodness these citizens took him down. We're going to play that video right now. After that, I want to talk about how Gavin Newsom is spending $50 million amid these fires, spending $50 million to combat Donald Trump from deporting these illegal aliens inside of the state.
We brought this video to you yesterday. As you can see, that man who was holding a blowtorch was walking around a neighborhood when neighbors did approach him. This is, of course, over in Los Angeles County, and it appeared that he was trying to light different materials on fire. Eventually, all the neighbors show up. They take him to the ground.
I'm familiar with Woodland Hills. My childhood friend used to live out there, and I used to go there all the time to his house as a kid to spend the night. We had had birthday parties and things like that. So I was over there a lot.
And then they do take him into custody as police arrive there. Now, we do know that he was arrested. However, he has not been charged in connection with any arsons at last check. Investigators saying they charged him with some other unrelated charges. But again, you can see the video there as he was approached by these neighbors who were paying attention and saw that he was holding a blowtorch and trying to light things on fire as they are.
Yeah, I want to know who these two guys are right here, just sitting there on their truck. Sitting on their truck, just watching what's unfolding.
dealing with all of these wildfires in the area. I do want to bring in Chris and Kim Sumner. Now, you're going to notice on the top right-hand side of your screen there, it does say the video is from Chris. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here and discuss this just a little bit further.
Sure, no problem.
No problem.
All right, so first off, I have to ask, what I'm going to do is pop up the video itself so folks can get a better look at it. Can you explain to me, and you'll see it in a second, essentially what we are looking at?
Sure. So we heard a lot of screaming coming from outside, and these two gentlemen were very heated in their exchange. And so we stepped outside to see what was happening. And the first thing we noticed is one of the men is holding a blowtorch, and the other man is like, he's trying to start a fire. He just tried to start a fire.
Call 911.
Yeah. And so we're trying to figure out, all right, what's happening? What's going on? Why is this guy walking around with a blowtorch? And he does not, I'm like, when we first stepped outside, we were like, hey man, just set the blowtorch down and let's figure out what's happening. And like, he was not going to set the blowtorch down no matter what. And it wasn't going to happen. And we're like, hey, let's figure out what's happening. Put the blowtorch down. We can all talk. Let's figure this out. And it wasn't happening. He just did not want to set the blowtorch down. The other gentleman had already said he tried to start another fire. And then another gentleman came up the hill and said, yes, he just tried to start another fire at my place. And so we're like, all right, you got to stop. And so we basically dialed 911 and waited for the police to show up to discuss further.
When you have the neighbors all coming together there, you see everyone come together and do what they can to essentially hold this guy until police get there, because there is a chance that he could have taken off running. What did it mean to see all of the neighbors kind of come together here?
I mean, that's the upside of the crisis is you get everyone kind of coming together and trying to watch out for your friends and your neighbors and work as a team and try to keep your children, your family safe.
Are you at this point concerned at all as the fires do continue there in Los Angeles County? What's going through your mind? Are you?
Yeah, that's shout out to everybody who came together and took this guy down. He could have caused a lot of damage. Imagine if he was able to run away and he set more things on fire. That could have led to more houses burning, more people losing livelihoods. So shout out to everybody who took this scumbag down. But I want to get to this right here. This is from PJ Media. As wildfires rage, California Dems want $50 million to protect illegals from deportation. This is nonsense. Over the past week, the raging wildfires tearing through Los Angeles County have starkly revealed the profound ineptitude and misguided priorities of California's leadership, from the state house to local government. Yet, as the state faces one of the most expensive wildfire disasters in history, California Dems are proposing to allocate $50 million from the state budget to fund litigation against the incoming Trump administration and protect illegal immigrants from deportation. The $50 million proposal comes as California's Gavin Newsom's special legislative session to Trump-proof the state's left-wing laws began convening Thursday. Reports the Daily Caller. Lawmakers are reportedly planning to allocate $25 million to the State Department of Justice to provide additional funding to sue the incoming Trump administration, and another $25 million in grants to immigration advocacy nonprofits seeking to shield illegal aliens from detention and deportation. This is ridiculous. California became a sanctuary state in 2017. And you have, guess who came in office in 2017? Trump. So they tried to, combat him back then. Now he's coming back, and then they're doing even more work to stop him from executing these mass deportations. California has a lot of illegal aliens there. Look, I don't know how much you can do about this. What Trump can do about this. Tom Homan said, you're getting in the way. Look, local leaders, these people need to get out of the way, because these mayors, these local leaders, in these different sanctuary cities and states, get the hell out of the way, because he's not putting up with this. And I think it's great that we have some tough leadership coming in And these are the types of things that hurt people. You're leading to destruction of your state by doing this, by harboring potential criminals, people that will commit violent and crazy acts like arson and raping and killing women. These things do happen. Human trafficking, you're harboring criminals, smash and grabs, whatever else goes on. Sanctuary laws don't keep people safe. They put people in danger. And then the very people you're trying to protect, you're also hurting, because a lot of illegal aliens who commit these violent acts target other people here that are here illegally. So it's just total BS. It's counterproductive. But I wanted to share that with you. That, I mean, it's we see a lot of crazy things coming out of having people come across the border illegally. We have terrorist suspects. You saw the planned attack, the election day attack in Oklahoma, that was thwarted, thankfully. Jocelyn Ungary. You have all these crazy things happening, and it's because open borders, and it has to stop, and it's going to stop January 20th. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Take care.